Okay, so Joseph D5JAE says no other field of knowledge could cleanse the heart from shirk to 100% sincerity except the knowledge of tasawwuf.
Yeah.
The practitioner are called Sufis because it's the experts on that field. If anyone had no knowledge about it, how could they reach 100% sincerity in performing their mandatory obligations and good deeds? Know that without 100% sincerity in performing your mandatory obligations and good deeds, their deeds are most likely not accepted.
That is
So basically, this was a comment in support of Sufism and saying it's the only way to remove shirk 100% and get 100% sincerity.
that
Or
is absolutely
ikhlas.
terrible. That is that. Listen, Joseph D5J, name me one of the Sahabi who were a Sufi. Name me one of the Tabi who were a Sufi. Tabi who were a Sufi. Sufism didn't start into the Abbasids, damn near. Well, maybe the Fatimids, but Sufism is so far removed from the Salaf of Islam. So you tell me that none of these people prior to Sufism starting are 100% free from shirk. When you have Sahaba who were guaranteed paradise, are you guaranteed paradise? Is there any Sufi you know who right now today or in the past who is guaranteed going to paradise? Who the Prophet Muhammad said, hey, I heard the footsteps of you in Jannah. Nah.
I mean, hold up. This man just put pretty much everybody who ever was Muslim and ever will be Muslim in serious jeopardy. I don't want to say put him in the fire, but he basically is saying that none of the deeds is going to be accepted. Let me show you how, Mr. Joseph. Basically, he said, no other field of knowledge could cleanse the heart from shirk 100%. So he's saying off the rip, nothing is going to be able to do this except for the tasawwuf. And these are the Sufis. Okay? So, because it's the experts in the field. So the Sufis are the only ones who can cleanse the heart from shirk 100%. And we know that if you have shirk, it means like to associate partners with Allah. So even if someone has 99 to 1%, that is still associating a share that belongs to Allah. And it won't be accepted. Allah accepts the things that are 100%, and He's not going to accept anything that's mixed with shirk. It's like if you say, listen, I'm going to make this sacrifice. I'm going to slaughter this animal for the sake of Allah. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. And I'm going to do it for Jesus too. Just a little bit. No. None of it will be accepted. So he's already telling you off the rip, only the Sufis can get you to 100%. That's it. If anyone had no knowledge about it, how could they reach 100% sincerity in performing their mandatory obligations? So if you don't have any knowledge of Sufism, tasawwuf, you cannot and you will not reach. So how many people they may know about some goofy Sufis, but they don't practice Sufism. They don't know nothing about tasawwuf. They don't do any of that.
Yep.
They actually do the regular mainstream things that a Muslim's supposed to do, not all this twirling and swirling or halkas and doing mamalats or whatever it is, all that stuff that they do. They don't know none of that stuff.
Yep.
So he's saying if anyone doesn't have the knowledge about it, how can they reach 100%? Now, this is the kicker. Know that without 100% sincerity in performing your mandatory obligations and good deeds, that these most likely will not be accepted. So basically he's saying is only the Sufis can get to 100%. All y'all Negroes that don't know nothing about Sufis, you'll never get to 100%. So most likely your deeds ain't even accepted. Basically, he's like, y'all wasting your time if you're not a Sufi.
It's sincere Sufi.
I mean, he literally, basically, he came this close, a hair's breadth away from takfir and everybody who's not a Sufi.